Coach Tony, Wrestling Podium Performance here, and we're on to the next vlog workout. So today is the deadlift and accessory work day. So going to be starting off with some pause deficit deadlifts, then get into some upper back rotator cuff accessory work. So remember, if you like what I've been putting out, like this video, please subscribe to the channel. And if you got any questions on what I'm doing or just general questions to go with it, leave a comment below. Anyways, let's get into the warm-ups here. So just a few reps to warm up. As I was saying yesterday, it's way cooler than it was earlier in the week. Just like the squats on Tuesday, I'm going to be doing 4 sets of this instead. So again, it's 6 to 8 rep range. I'm probably going to keep the weight the same as last week still, so 225 pounds. If the first set feels real good, or like after the third set, I'm still feeling good, I might go up. That's one of those game time decisions. Like I'm always of the belief, if you're able to go up, go up. Sometimes be conservative, but for the most part, I like to be a little aggressive with it. So I'm going to make a note here on deficit deadlift specifically. You can go with all kinds of different grip widths. As you saw, I also go with in the previous cycle, I was going with a wider grip, borderline snatch grip for the volume sets. But you can also go with different heights. So I'm going with an aerobic step there, about 3 inches in height, 3.5 inches. You can go in any different way. Just like if you have issues actually getting deep into a deadlift from the floor, you can always start the deadlift in a rack or underneath some blocks so that you're starting at a different height. It is scalable. Almost everything in the gym with free weights is scalable, whether it's the weight you're using or the range of motion you're using. It is scalable. Getting longer ranges of motion is going to be harder. So the bigger the deficit, the harder it's going to be, the less weight you're going to be able to just jump right into. You're not going to be able to do a deficit deadlift from 3.5 inches of a deficit with the same weight that you can do from the floor. If you can, you're one in like 100 million people. Still feeling good. Another great thing about deficit deadlifts, if you have trouble with the first pull off the floor, whether you're doing deadlifts or cleans, great way to build the strength at the bottom. And pull myself to the bar. All right, fourth and final set. of the heavy working sets. So we got 230 pounds here. I'll admit, my grip's feeling it now, but it's not that heavy for the grip in reality. Sometimes you just gotta nut up and go. There we go. Now we drop this down for the volume set again. All right, here we go with the high volume set. So going for 15 reps here. No pause, just regular deadlifts with a deficit. This is just about getting some extra volume, hitting the low back with a little bit more volume. That's it for the deadlifts. All right, so now we're over onto our B series, getting into the accessories. So first we have the supinated elbow at 90 degrees, elbow outside, external rotation with the pulley, followed by some gar hammer raises, so those knee tucks into straight leg on the way down for the abs. So going 12 reps here of each. And then of course, you'll notice I reach back and around to try to grab the sleeve. There we go. Whoa, oh, grip's gone a little. Whew. I'll admit those, the gar hammer raises really were a lot harder. I just couldn't hold on at all. My hands were sweating. So you notice the last one there I kind of twisted. That tells me that I'm at my absolute end for that exercise on that side. You don't want to be rotating. especially when we're trying to keep it as strict as possible to keep it isolated. So clearly I got work to do on Alright, so now we get into doing the face pulls again. This will be fun. 5-second holds, 8 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. There we go, that's better grip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. A trick here, keep your hips up. So the reason I said keep the hips up with the crunches is that way you're not kind of dropping your hips down, getting it so that your weight is actually lifting it, and you're actually shortening up the abs before you're actually contracting them. By keeping the hips up and then going here, you're actually flexing the abs more so, as opposed to if you were to bend from your hips, your hip flexors are going to be doing it, and your abs aren't going to get an actual good concentric contraction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 4, 5, 3. 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I may have accidentally cut out my own exercise there by mistake by not having the camera in the right spot, but that concludes today's workout. It's not a long one. This one got a couple intentional things to do, deadlifts and some accessory work. Now, please go hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and if you got a question on what I'm doing and why I'm doing certain things, leave a comment below. My post-workout today is going to be the same. 1 scoop of ATB Labs grass-fed whey, a half scoop of their greens and reds whole foods mix, as well as 5 grams of creatine monohydrate from Clean Athlete. If you want to get 10% off your order from ATB Labs in Canada and the US, go to the link below, atblabs.com, and use code RISLING10, that's RISLING 10 at checkout. Now, go get after your workouts. Coach Tony, Wrestling and Podium Performance. Embrace your potential.